As-salamu alaykum, and welcome to another edition of Jenna Loves Allah. And it is now Ramadan, so Ramadan Karim. I am so happy that you could join me. I hope that your fasting is going well. If you hear any crinkling in the background, it's my slow cooker making dinner. Iftar is too far away. Anyway, see, I've learned lots of words. But today I'm here to talk about something a little more unpleasant that I ran into recently at the masjid. Because it's Ramadan, there is a lot of exchange of people coming and going. Not just everybody that I would expect to be at my local masjid, but just people visiting, people on rotation. I don't know how they arrive to be there, but they're there. And that's all fine and dandy, but recently we had a bit of an issue with the ladies' restroom being an absolute disaster. And this is because some people don't take care to teach their young male children to look after themselves and clean up after themselves. And I say that it's young males because I've actually seen this occurrence in other places in my travels and whatnot, because like I said, my husband became Muslim a few years ago, and I didn't hide away from the mosques. I tried to interact as much as possible with people to try to pick up on some of the customs and languages and stuff like that. And I have seen this occur on multiple occasions, but I was just reminded of it this week. So just want to say that as mothers, it is part of our duty to teach our sons a little bit of respect, and that means that they should have at least a little bit of decorum when they use the room, particularly when it's the ladies' room, and not make complete mess just putting water all over the place. So it's our responsibility to teach them better than this and not expect somebody else to come and clean up after them. There's really no reason for this, and it's disrespectful all around. It's disrespectful to your sisters, it's disrespectful to their wives when they do get to have wives, it's disrespectful all around. And if they look after the very basic small things at home, then that will carry on in how they treat and act with other people as they grow up. Because we are partners. We've got to be able to work together, and if one side is continuously just taking advantage of the fact that there's somebody else there to do things for them, then they're not really understanding that it's a partnership. So that's out of the way. I am, like I said, so glad you could be with me. As you all know, I do this podcast in part because I'm trying to fund my fertility treatments, which are going rather slowly and not all that positively. But, well, it's a little bit positively. I have actually been to see the specialist, and I have had my first ultrasound and blood work, and I have to go back for both because the ultrasound found an abnormality which made some of the blood work invalid, and long story short, it's going to cost a lot more than it's supposed to, but then I was kind of expecting that. So I'm raising funds on eBay as always. Link below. I sell all kinds of sorts of things. Woohoo Vintage is my eBay account, and I am looking, this time I'm selling this. It is absolutely complete. I have made sure that all the parts that are supposed to be here are here. And getting back to child psychology, yes, I'm a counselor for my regular job, and I might be trying to have children, but it doesn't mean I am completely unknown to having children. Toys like this really stimulate the imagination in kids and allow them to develop intellectually in ways that the electronic devices that kids are growing up with today don't. An electronic device basically allows your child to react as opposed to just explore with their own mind and their own creativity. And when everything's done on a reactionary level, they're not actually engaging their own thought process. And when you continuously give them only electronic things to play with and amuse themselves with, you're actually hardwiring their brain to be more of somebody that has no free thoughts of their own. They're just going to react to situations. And we actually see this in adults a lot today, and I interact with that a lot for my counseling because they don't have the skills that the other generations have in coping strategies and dealing with things and problem solving, because their whole life has been this electronics where they get rewards, constant lives. There's no losing. And when real life hits them and they do lose, they don't know how to deal with it. So these kind of toys, to play in groups if they want. These are actually wooden, most of them. There's a little bit of plastic parts. They can be washed in a dishwasher if you want to completely sanitize them. I've seen people do this with the wooden building blocks and these things like that. But they are just great for the imagination, and the children can use them through a large range of ages. And what's inside? Colored sticks, mostly. You've got different sizes or different colors. You've got wheels. You've got axles, which can attach in two different ways. You can both slide it on this way to attach different wheels, or you can slide it on this way and make things longer. So, and then you have like these things, which are like paddle wheels. Kids imagine that it can be something to make a windmill, or it can be something to make like a paddle wheel to make a boat go, or something like that. I mean, it's all in the imagination, and that's what you want to stimulate when your children play with these. And this is a toy that has been around. I wonder if it's got the actual year on it, like how long this thing has been in production. I didn't actually do the research before I started this, but I know when I was a little girl, these had already been on the market for a very long time. So, like, my parents probably played with this, maybe even something similar that my grandparents had. So, who knows? Tinker Toys, anyways, is what they're called, and they're great, wonderful things, and you can, like Lego, build all kinds of sets together. So, but they're better than Lego because you don't have the tiny little pieces that kids can trip over. So, anyways, on eBay. If you want to support me, that's just awesome and wonderful. I'd love to have you do that. I also sell dresses for everybody, not just dresses like this. But part of it is that I live in the Western culture. Part of it is that I've actually seen Muslims wearing the vintage type dresses that I really like, and just have like long pants or long sleeves or a jacket or sweater or something over top of it. So you can have like a modern look or a vintage look with a Muslim twist to it, which makes it this unique fashion that is modest and just beautiful. Oh, there's something for everybody, hopefully. And if you can't find something for yourself, maybe you can find something for a gift for somebody else that you want to offer something to. And that would be great. And hopefully, like I said, all is going well for you. Ramadan Kareem. Enjoy your iftar tonight, and hope to see you all very, very soon. And I hope to have something more interesting to talk about. Ciao.